Come chop it over with me, sis. You said in a second you gonna come over here? Alright. So what we teaching again is that we, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are God's chosen people according to the Bible. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
So again, the Bible is only written to the so-called blacks and Hispanics. God said the so-called black man, the black woman, the Hispanic man, Hispanic woman. God said that y'all are a holy people, my brother. Do you know what it means to be holy? The word holy means to be separate. God said he made the black man, the black woman separate from everybody else on the face of the earth. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God.
So guess what, my sister at the pump? The same man that created the grass that we walk on, the ground that we walk on, the sky that we look up to. He said the so-called black man and black woman, y'all are special. You understand that, sis? Come up real quick, I want you to see the sign. You got a second, you out here. What's your name, sis?
Brittany.
You said Brittany? All right, Brittany, come down me up. My name Charim. You can step in the shade. All right, so Brittany, what we teaching is that the so-called blacks and Hispanics, we are the Israelites according to the Bible. In America, they say that we just niggas. We just trap queens and hood boys. But God said that we are his chosen people. That's in the Bible, you feel me? All right, read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people.
Brittany, God said the so-called black woman is what kind of woman? Special. You understand that? Read.
Unto himself.
So not just special because I said so, but God in heaven said you special to him. You understand that? Now, when you look at this sign right here, what's your nationality according to the Bible? What tribe did God say you come from? Because I made the point in America that Judah. Okay, Hebrews chapter 7. Do you know who else come from the tribe of Judah, sis, according to the Bible?
Okay. African American, black.
Okay. You right. So the
tribe of Judah.
I'm gonna show you, sis. It's okay if you don't know. We out here to get the answers. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? You say you come from the tribe of Judah. Let's see who else in the Bible come from the tribe of Judah. Read.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
For it is evident.
So the Bible says it's evident, read.
That our Lord.
Who is the Lord, sis? Jesus Christ. Let's see what Jesus Christ come from.
Sprang out of Judah.
So guess what? You from the tribe of Judah. You a black woman, right? Jesus Christ said he from the tribe of Judah. So what must he be?
He must be of an African American descent.
A black man. Go to Revelation chapter 1. Now, as we reading this, I want you to look at these signs over here, Sister Brittany. Because in America, they tell us that this is what Jesus Christ looked like, right? They tell us that this is what Jesus Christ looked like. When they was beating our foremothers and forefathers in slavery, they said, yeah, bow down to this man. But now let's see what the Bible say that Jesus Christ looked like. Because when you go to the Christian church, they do a song, a dance, take your money, you don't learn a damn thing. Not one time do they read the Bible and show you that you the people of the book. They read them.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So Sister Brittany, what we're finna do is read to you the revealing of Jesus Christ, all right? Verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So the Bible said the hair on his head and the hair on his face, it was white in color and it was woolly in texture. Now Brittany, let me ask you, who today in America has woolly hair?
African American.
So-called African Americans. You understand? So let's strike one against this man. Or actually 2 strikes against this man. Because this man's hair is not white, is it? And it's not woolly in texture. So now let's read on and see what else the Bible said about Jesus Christ.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass.
And the Bible also say the skin on the top of Jesus Christ's feet was the color of fine brass. What color is brass, my sister?
Black skin.
It's brown. You're right, like a penny. If I put a penny on my arm right now, it'll blend in. But let's see how dark Jesus Christ was, read.
Yes, sir.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Now, if you throw anything in a fire and burn it, what color do it turn?
It's gonna darken.
It's gonna darken. So guess what? Jesus Christ was what?
African American descent.
He was a black man. You understand that? Now, check this out. If Jesus Christ was black, what color do you think his mama was?
Black.
What color do you think his daddy was?
Black.
What about his uncles, cousins, nephews, and nieces?
African American.
That was black people. So guess what, Sister Brittany? The people of the Bible, they are black men and black women. You understand that? Now, go back to Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. Because you might say, okay, it's cool. Yeah, I understand that the people of the Bible was black. But what the hell does that do for me? That might be the question, right? Okay, that's good info, but so what? So now, go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15, actually. So now what we're finna prove to you, Sister Brittany, is that we are the people of the Bible. When you look around and see the oppression that we go through in America, guess what? It's documented in the Bible. And the Bible shows us how to end the oppression that we go through. So guess what? That's the information and the things we're gonna give to you today, all right? To 28:15. I know you got a few minutes. I'm gonna let you get out of here. All right, 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Sister Brittany, understand this is God talking to his chosen people. When we read what we read today, you're going to be able to determine with your own knowledge who God's chosen people are, all right?
But it shall come to pass.
So, Brittany, if I tell you something going to come to pass, what am I telling you?
I mean, it's not going to keep going on.
No, that means something's going to happen. If I say it's going to come to pass that you're going to get some gas, that means you're going to get gas. Right. So God told his chosen people, it shall come to pass. Let's see what he said will come to pass.
If thou would not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
So Moses told God's chosen people, look, he talking to your foremothers, your forefathers. He told them, look, if y'all don't keep God's commandments, what was going to happen?
All these curses shall come upon thee.
What did Moses say was going to happen to the children of the book if we didn't keep his commandments? That we was going to be cursed. Now I'm going to read some of these curses. I want you to tell me who this people is talking about, all right? Who was living these curses that we're about to read? Verse 16.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
So the first thing, Brittany, God said his chosen people, the real Jews, the Israelites, he said that would be cursed in the city. Brittany, how are your people cursed in the city today?
We still living amongst, I'll say, racially profiled.
Okay, racial profiling, that's one curse. What's another one in Oak Cliff?
Poverty.
Poverty. What's another one?
Hatred.
Hatred between your own people. How about this? When the police get behind you, do you turn your music down?
Sometimes.
Do you slow down even though you already going the down speed limit?
Sometimes.
Hey, you been driving for an hour. When you see the police, you automatically check your speed limit. Like, damn, am I going 70 or 80? That's the proof that we are the people that's cursed in the city. You understand that? Now, this happens to you in Oak Cliff, but guess what? If you go to any hood in America, you see the same people going through these same curses. And these people are from the tribe of Judah, the people of God. So God said we'd be cursed in the city, and what else?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And Brittany, how was your people historically cursed in the field?
So we're talking about my ancestors.
Yeah.
They had to pick cotton.
We had to pick cotton.
They had to get beat.
And we had to get beat. Guess what? We picked cotton for hundreds of years, but you probably had to pay for that shirt. We had to pay for these shirts. We should be able to walk in any store in America and say, hey, my grandparents picked this cotton for this shirt. This is mine. I ain't paying a damn thing. But guess what? If you do that, your ass gonna get talco walking out the store.
That's right.
You gonna remember that you cursed in the city. Now check this out. You said, you named how our ancestors was cursed in the field, right? How are we cursed in the field? Same thing?
We're going through, I would say, okay, so we had slavery back in the day, now it's modernized.
Now it's modernized, you're absolutely right. So check this out. You know, back in the day, we was picking cotton in the field, but today, don't they got something called a job field? You can be in the medical field, the industrial field. But what do they say about black people when it come to getting jobs? Don't they say last hired, first fired? And we the ones that we fill out 100 damn applications on Indeed, and you ain't got one call back. Guess what? We still cursed in the field today. Even
But
when
at the same time, you got to also unspeak those curses.
So look, I'm happy you said that, because we can unspeak. To unspeak the curses mean to say, hey, I ain't broke no more. That don't do a damn thing. You gotta put action behind it. But guess what, Brittany? If you just stick around for a minute, we're gonna show you the action that we gotta take to get out of these curses. All right, verse 32.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look.
So guess what? Another curse the Bible said is thy sons and daughters will be given to another people. When did that happen to us in history, Brittany?
A lot.
A lot.
A
Give me one example though. You right?
A lot of our sisters and brothers back in the day sent to other different families, and we don't know who they are.
Absolutely. Guess what?
We don't know who they are, where they are.
Hey, guess what? You might be from Texas, never been to California, but I guarantee you that you got family in California. Hey, I went to Arizona not too long ago. My papa was like, "Did you talk to cousin Weston calling them?" I'm like, "I ain't never heard of these people."
Right.
But guess what? That's the proof that we were sold from state to state, from city to city. Right. Guess what? It say your sons and daughters will be given to another people. If CPS beat on your door right now and take your kids, what can you do about it? You can't do nothing. You can go to court and try to fight for them, but the same people you appealing to in that court is the same people that took them. Right. You see what I'm saying? So what we're showing you is that we are the chosen people. We are the people that are in this Bible. When you read about Moses, Paul, Joshua, King David, King Solomon, those were our ancestors. They was not white people. And we're going to continue proving that. Verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Another thing God said we will be doing in 2022, Brittany, is serving our enemies. You work for Lone Star Plant?
No.
Where you work at? What company
I
you work for?
For Kraft.
For Kraft? Like macaroni and cheese and all this stuff?
Right.
Who owns Kraft?
I don't know.
It's white people. Right. Guess what? Black people, we the best in the kitchen, but we don't own Kraft. We don't own, what's another food brand? Zamar, no, you got some.
Oscar Mayer.
Oscar Mayer. We don't own those things. We be the main ones on the grill. But we don't own none of these things. Right. What are we showing you, Brittany? That we the people that's living these curses of the Bible. A Chinese man can't open up this book and say, yeah, my people relate to it. A white man can't open up this book and say, my people relate to it. But God said we will serve our enemies, and what else?
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
But guess what? That's the key point. The Lord sent them against us for us to live like this. Why? We read it earlier.
We are descendants of Jesus Christ.
You're right. You're 100% right. But the right answer, like we read in verse 15, is because we broke God's commandments. Right. You understand? All right, sister. So look, we want to give you a flyer. All right, we got to get up out of here. We want you to definitely check out that flyer when you get the chance. All right.
We used to scream black power while Charim was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.